Guys, Renault Master is a very unique van. Normally, when you're having vertical drops and you install that section, that place here is not covered, or you try to stretch it from the section here, so you're losing a lot of color. And of course, the gap here on the side of the silicone after the cut is huge. So that's not actually the best solution. If you really want to do it nicer, try to separate these two sections here into two panels. Panel 1, panel 2, just like I'm having here, with an overlap. And the overlap has to be at least 2-3 centimeters to cover that area without any stretch. First section, so that one, you should install into the recess without any stretching, so just fold it in. Second panel comes with an overlap. I will try to line it up a little bit. Second panel comes with an overlap, but then you have to be careful you don't have a mistake which I'm having here. Please look, that section here is lining up okay, but because that section went inside, so that graphic went a little bit higher compared to this one, I have a huge issue here. This graphic doesn't line up. I will show you in today's video how to do that, how to somehow win this situation, even if there's a mismatch like this, but try to avoid having anything to line up in that area. Put a solid color, but stay away from logos, stay away from lines, stay away from many connections. So right now I'm going to try to show you how to do that in the way that even if it doesn't fit, you're gonna finish graphic in a way that nobody will notice there was an issue. More or less lining up in that section, so above the recess, and we will start installing from that place. As you can see, we are having too much vinyl in one place, but we will try to fix that. More or less lining up here. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, as we know, cast doesn't shrink, but if it's in the air and we put a high temperature, we can get a little bit of shrinkage even from cast. Don't be afraid to use a lot of heat on it, you're not gonna burn it. Be sure that you are checking the proper side, proper place of the vinyl. So don't look on the edge, look on the place where silicone and the installed graphic are connecting. That's pretty okay here. Okay, the rest. Seems like it's a little bit too much stretch, so sometimes you have to go back. You have to go back and you have to try again. try to cheat a little bit different way, because it's a cheating. We're gonna cheat the eye here. And now for a moment it looks really horrible and you are afraid we're not gonna get out of it, but don't worry, we'll be fine. Just needs to cool down for a second. It needs to get a little bit stiffer every time when you're repositioning, because we shrink vinyl a little bit, so we don't want to stretch it during repositioning. Okay. Please remember, you can try to shrink it many times. There is no limit. And if only that graphic wouldn't line up, just the one here, we completely wouldn't have any issue. We'd just install that without any stretching and just fold on that side. But designer didn't help us here. Okay. Okay, and we are almost there. It almost fits. Just a little bit of fun here. So we are almost there, as you can see. I just need to work on it to line this black line a little bit better, to line it up and to not stretch too much in this place, because we have a silicone here and I will be cutting it, so I don't want the gap between the panel and the silicone to be too big. Please notice that I am stretching some sections really a lot, but these are the sections which I try to shrink first a little bit, so the tension which finally stays in the film is not really huge. Okay, I am almost there. And look on it. It almost doesn't shrink. After all, we will see was it done okay or not, because when I will post it, we will see the size of the gap next to a silicone. If I really overstretched it, the gap will be huge. I know I'm hiding right now with my hands a little bit, but I'm just basically doing this. I'm trying to get rid of wrinkles and go nicely through this horrible place. Okay, I got it. Please remember, places like that, if you know, work with quite big tensions here, before you will cut them, before you will trim anything, pause, hit them, and give a little bit of time, I don't know, 10-15 minutes, to increase the bond a little bit. So when you will finally make a cut and pause hit it, your gaps will be far smaller. I'm gonna take this 10-15 minutes break to let it increase the bond in this place. I'm gonna cut it and I'm gonna show you how it looks after 10-15 minutes. Okay guys, so 15 minutes passed. So I post-heated that, I made the cut and I post-heated again. So that's done to the end. And as you guys can see, black line is fitting perfectly. Also here, that graphic is also fitting well. So we just we somehow fixed an issue of 2 or even more centimeters extra. That's doable, but please remember in future, try to avoid elements lining up here, keep them only here. Thank you.